And here we are, Saturday morning. We are lucky it just stopped raining. Nothing major, but I think that you can see how much water there is, and this is not even much. But yeah, every time there is rain, as I said many times, vehicles are pushing, displacing water across the medium. Well, it's not a medium, it's a ditch. Medium is over there, and then it comes here. Yeah, so yesterday there were some floods, but nothing in the scale of the summer floods. Several of the temporary bridges were affected. So yeah, there will be significant damage, let's say it like that. But yeah, still they didn't report that there were any casualties. Yesterday they had to also evacuate several businesses, schools, due to the flooding. But yeah, I think people will now start to really think where they are building and how much money isn't invested in regulation of waterways, so rivers. So, and with regulation I mean primarily, cleaning the rivers, and also having, I think that you can see in the distance the billboard, the e-billboard, how strong it is. Yeah, regulation of waterways has been, let's say, very overlooked area of public service, and this will have to change basically immediately, because the problem is that we now have these weather events when a lot of rainwater comes down in a very short, narrow, space of time. I think that for yesterday they said one location had 120 liters per square meter during the night. So yeah, in the past people of course built their houses and apartment buildings in areas that were previously left intentionally or unintentionally. Oh, you cannot see anything. Let me try to bring some light. Due to the fact that they were flood zones. In the past they would leave certain areas that they knew that they are so low-lying, they left it alone. Nobody would build there, because if there is even any major rain, the river will overspill and flood that let's say meadow or field or whatever. but because people were in such a desperate need to build, they started to build on these areas. And not to mention that I see one of the problems is also when they started regulating waterways, rivers, you know, with the with the banks. So they completely built up the banks. Everything is now concrete, which means they even the river has even less, let's say, maneuvering space. And unfortunately several, because there was no let's say spillage area in front of the settlements, and in the settlements there were, the river is completely concreted. All the water from these floods started pouring out in the middle of the settlement, because usually the settlement is, the lowest point here, and then everything goes. Oh, Lisa goes number 2, and this so much, it's like so much leaves that it's like walking on a sponge. Okay, that's it for now.